When you invest in bonds, you lend your money to an issuer for a specified period of time, during which you can expect to receive interest payments on the principal amount. There is also a set day, the maturity date, on which the issuer agrees to return the borrowed principal to you. Of course, there are exceptions to this otherwise fixed arrangement. For instance, the issuer may default on its loan obligations prior to the maturity date. Callable bonds are another exception to this general rule of bond investing. Some bonds are issued with a call feature, which permits the issuer to buy back or call some or all of its bonds prior to maturity. Calls are largely exercised for the benefit of the issuer. If the interest rate environment declines, for example, it could be in the issuer's best interest to call its bonds with higher interest rates and issue new bonds at lower rates, reducing the amount of interest owed to bondholders. An issuer may also call bonds to lower its overall outstanding debt. Some bonds may have a call protection feature that identifies a specific length of time after issuance during which the bonds cannot be called. At the end of this non-callable period, a bond will typically have a specified call date on which the issuer may redeem it. Since a call feature on a bond can result in the bonds being called prior to maturity, callable bonds are often issued with higher coupons compared to non-callable bonds, in effect to compensate investors for the added call risk. When an issuer calls its bonds, especially as a result of lowered interest rates, investors could potentially be unable to find characteristically similar bonds with higher interest rates with which to replace them. Because of this, these types of bonds may not be suitable for investors interested in reliable interest income. In addition, if an investor pays a premium for a bond and it is called, the issuer may only return the par or face value of the bond, rather than the amount above par that was paid. Details about a bond's call provisions can be found in its prospectus and bond indenture. Investors should review these documents prior to investing to determine if and when a bond may be called, and how this may affect their receiving of interest payments, subsequent yield, and overall investment objectives. To continue building your investment knowledge, subscribe to the Zions Direct YouTube channel.